this bill that Zablotsky has worked on, it's already passed the bill in what's called its first reading. Um, so it'll need to go through a second consideration by Parliament, and if that happens, it would need to be signed by President Zelensky, and then it could become law and implemented several years after the war ends. I think that's what the legislation says. Now, this is interesting to me, right? Because Zelensky is not exactly the biggest idol of the American right at the moment. But on this gun issue, I think there's an interesting coalition or an interesting point to be made to a lot of your listeners. I know a lot of your listeners are gun enthusiasts and activists on the Second Amendment. And this is Zelensky's party pushing something that I think a lot of your listeners would generally approve.